Hello, Internet! Welcome back to Antiheroes in Exandria, or welcome for the first time. If it's your first time joining us, my name is Kay. I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons show! Before I get into announcements, Nick, would you like to do us the honor of player introductions? Kick us off.
Sure. Hi, I'm Nick. I play Easter Selberg, the human Archfey Patron Warlock.
My next, I couldn't remember the order.
You see the screen right in front of you.
Oh, it's on the screen. Oh, I see. I'm Ethan, and I play Zofdal Zephyrax. You can call them Zof. They are a dragonborn Graviturgy wizard, and that is the only character I'm playing this season.
That you know of.
But that I know of.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Bonks the Bugbear Barbarian.
Hello, I'm Melissa, and I play Angelica Jacobson. Who is the Fearfolk Circle of the Shepherd Druid.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, thank you. So we premiere our episodes on YouTube Mondays at 7 p.m. Pacific. Tonight, we are resuming our side adventure, which is set in the world Exandria from Critical Role. We're actually going to kick off Call of the Netherdeep tonight, potentially. We'll see if we get there. You might notice our brand new layout. We've decided to start playing in person, and we have cameras off and more assets for you guys to ogle at on the screen. I hope you enjoy all of that. You can check the video description for links, credits for all the art, for the music, and other things, and other important resources, and all that good stuff in the video description. So give that a read. You can also find us on Twitter at Antiheroes Anon. We sometimes post news and updates.
Sometimes.
Last but not least, we hope you enjoy the show, and if you do, please share it with your friends and keep coming back to watch more. We've got a lot of content for you guys to sift through. That's it for announcements. Let's go ahead and jump into the intro video. Welcome back. Let's jump into a recap. I'm like waiting for the music to start. Recap. The Quatrefoils last season went into the Feywild to rescue Zoe from the Caustic Heart, where they met an Elandrin ranger named Avarice's Quarry. He led them into the Gelid Coil, which tried to trap them forever. A pair of wild hunters led them out, only to turn on them to try and capture Easter for Roots Inverse, Easter's old master. The Quatrefoils countered the ambush, said farewell to Quarry, and took a fey crossing to Jorhas. A vision from Lady Avarice allowed the group to arrange a meet with Zof and Rhivaan, but the meeting turned into a fight when Rhivaan's arm of the betrayer took hold. Now, the united group considers its next move. So well timed. All right. Where am I? Last season, the curtain closed on the group of you as newly reunited. You made your way arm in arm out of the settlement of Chigao to make camp. However, you didn't get very far before the sounds of shouts, footfalls, and clinking armor rose behind you. Before you knew what was happening, the Aurora Watch was upon you, and you were swiftly taken into custody. The four of you now sit in a line of chairs before an austere, polished desk within a dimly lit room. Across from you, behind the desk, sits a drow man with short-cropped white hair and a broad face with a dusting of white stubble. The ornamentation on his chitinous splint armor denotes his station as a task hand of the Aurora Watch. He runs a hand through his hair and rubs his temple, heaving a world-weary sigh as he takes inside of you. I've received reports from my soldiers, but I would like you to tell me, in your own words, what happened at the temple.
Okay, we didn't start it. We were just there to meet our friend, and then things got really weird.
I feel like I should be the one doing the explaining. I'm Zoftal Zephyrex, by the way. You can call me Zof.
He's like taking notes.
The problem is I'm not really sure. I'd have to go back a long ways, and I'm not sure how much backstory you need.
I don't need backstory. I need to know why there has been such destruction in the holy place.
The short version is I'm a follower of the Luxon, and I'll pull up my staff, show the captain, or whatever this guy's position is, like wireframe at the top. And I was with my brother, and my brother is with some cultists. That's the backstory that you don't need. And then my friends caught up with me, and we were trying to have a conversation, and it didn't go well. And my brother is... The cult that he's with is the Church of Tiamat, the Dragon Queen.
Aren't they called the Caustic Heart?
Yeah.
So, do you mean to tell me that the Caustic Heart led an attack on the temple? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Sort of.
Do you believe that?
No.
Deception check.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
Deception. It's pretty good. 22.
What?
Yeah.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Right.
I rolled
The other
a 15
dice
and
was
an 18.
Yeah.
What does the Caustic Heart want with us? What was their intention? What was their aim?
Well, they had kidnapped our friend, and we were here to get them back, and we had a conversation, and then it devolved into a fight because they just couldn't control themselves.
But why my temple?
I mean, they're Caustic Heart cultists. They hate Bahamut.
He sets his pen down, and he kind of sighs again. He says, "It's a temple to the Luxon. It's one of 2 establishments in Chigao that the dynasty has created. Any damage to the Temple of the Luxon is very, very bad for us. We are barely holding a grasp on the settlement as it is." And he looks at you, Zoph, as you have proclaimed yourself a follower of the Luxon.
Zoph kind of looks at Easter a little bit fleetingly, and then goes on and says, "Yeah, I don't. I guess my friends might not have the full picture. I don't personally think it was an attack on the temple itself. I think it was more that, like I said, my brother is a little bit deluded and is part of this cult, and I had been kidnapped by them, and so my friends were just trying to get me back, and that just happened to be the place where we all met up. I was showing my brother the temple. I was trying to, show him a different path, a different way. It just happened to be there. I don't think it was an intentional attack on the temple so much as, really, it's my fault. How much damage did we do? I only have 43 gold, but I will pay it."
Make a persuasion check.
Pretty good at
You
these.
have your Dragonborn thing, right?
I think
for
I've used
persuasion?
it. Let's find out. Features and traits.
Angelica will touch you, give you guidance.
I don't have my forceful presence marked, so I will use it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a little higher at least. I think. No, the last one was a 12, so it's lower. And I have guidance, so an extra D4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 15 plus my persuasion of 0.
So 15?
Yep.
He kind of sighs again. Sits back in his chair. I appreciate your honesty. And your willingness to help. 43 gold isn't quite going to cut it. But there might be another way you can help. I'm not sure how long you've been in town, but you may have heard there's a festival coming. Starts tomorrow.
I think we saw a notice or two about that.
Jigao is very well known for its competitive spirit. The goblin and orc clans that have founded this city are very mischievous in nature. My soldiers, members of the Aurora Watch, have been stretched thin trying to maintain the peace, and I'm concerned about violence breaking out in the heat of the competition that begins tomorrow. To repay the cost of the damages done to the temple, I'd ask you to join this festival to compete as my agents, secretly. Maintain the peace. If anything breaks out, restore order. Keep things civil. You seem to have been able to drive off whatever members of this cult were attacking. If the destruction in the temple is anything to prove your battle prowess.
We could have destroyed Wildemount if we wanted to.
Easter. Please.
I'm just saying I have a spell called Shatter. But we held back. Out of respect for the
Listen.
for the Luxon.
Thank you. Will you do this thing for me? You may take part in the festivities as you wish. You might enjoy them. As long as you're my eyes and ears on the ground.
But to be clear, if something does happen, we have to stop it without any sort of official authority?
My Aurora Watch is the authority in the city. No one will question you. Use the force necessary to bring a peaceful resolution.
So folks at bonks.
I have diplomacy.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, friends. I feel like this is all my fault.
I mean, we feel like
Are you
we should
okay
go
helping
deep.
out?
It's a competition, of course.
I feel like we really should be. No, whatever, it's fine.
We're all in this together.
I could always lock you up until you can pay off your time doing work in the prison.
I know I said I have 43 gold, but I also have
could
8
try.
silver and 8 copper. If that helps.
I wouldn't be very good at working the prison, but I am a pretty skilled housekeeper if you need that.
This is my offer.
And then after this event, then our debt is cleared.
Yes.
Seems like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, let's take it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do it.
Excellent. Thank you. They're free to go. He calls out to the 2 guards who are standing watch just outside of the office. Zoph, I want you to, as he leans back, you can see around his neck he has a symbol of the Luxon as well. I want you to go ahead and roll a history check for me.
History. I'm better at that than persuasion.
Do we know his name, by the way?
Ooh,
He
not
didn't
good.
introduce himself.
He would have, or he would have been introduced as the task hand, but you don't know his name yet.
9.
Roll with advantage.
Okay. Look at that nice DM. Your nice DM is showing 20.
20, much better. So this man's name, he had been introduced to you as task hand Dirth Miram.
I know that name.
And as you stand and kind of the panic of being arrested is leaving your body, you catch sight of this necklace around his neck. You get flashes of memory, of running through perpetually twilight streets of Arizona, alongside a much younger laughing Dirth. And you sense fleeting familiarity and friendship. You're also hit with a vague recollection of a conversation about the future, about Dirth being full of hope, love for the dynasty, as he discusses his new role in the Aurora Watch.
As I stand up and this hits me,
The soldiers from the outside are coming in to escort you guys out.
I will look to him quickly and say, there was one more thing, actually.
Yes.
Could we have a moment in private?
Kind of gives you a strange look, but kind of nods to the soldiers, and they escort the rest of you out to the hall. Close the door. What can I do for you, Zoph?
I've never had to have this conversation yet. I think my path to where I am now has been not standard. I think we've met before. Did you know a Jelena?
Kind of sits back. Jelena? You know Jelena? Are you Jelena?
Zoph just kind of nods.
He kind of sits back and he seems to be doing math in his head for a second. He gets that distant look of someone who's like,
I know that look.
yeah, doing math in his head.
Very familiar.
I don't presume to be familiar with Dragonborns in their aging, but you wouldn't happen to be about 20.
Ethan checks it. That's how old Zoph is?
It's your
Oh, I didn't write an age. Where would I put it?
Different, not on your character sheet.
All of a sudden, say yes.
Yes. I'm gonna assume that you've done your math right. Yeah, that's about right.
Then you're Jelena.
Yeah, Zoph nods. Can I roll an insight check on like his reaction to learning that? Oh, it's not a great roll. It's not a bad roll. It's not a great. 14.
He seems guarded, but not surprised. And maybe a little glad. It's a little hard because he looks very different from who he used to be.
What I was watching
He looks
for
harder.
is because I've just learned that Jelena made a lot of enemies,
Mm-hmm.
some powerful enemies. So I was
His expression softens.
Okay.
He seems glad.
That's good. Then Zoph relaxes a little bit.
I have not yet gone through the process of anamnesis before. Have you fully recovered yourself?
We'll need really fragments of memory here and there.
I see. Be careful. I'm not sure what the circumstances were surrounding your death. Much of your work was unknown even to me. But it caused a big stir when you died.
Like I said, I don't know the full details myself, but I do know that I made some powerful enemies.
Yes.
I am only just starting to learn about, and
Well, your testimony brought down the High Luminary. So she's a very heartwarming. She was scheduled to be exiled, killed outside of the range of a beacon, but she managed to escape somehow. I wasn't there for it. No one knows what happened to her. We assume she fled to another continent outside of our reach.
I think she might be entwined with this Caustic Heart group in some capacity. I don't know the full picture, but...
And you say your brother is also entwined.
He wanted to bring me to someone called the Arch Augur. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be her.
I'm not sure. Truth be told, I have not heard much about this Caustic Heart. They have not really been active in my part of the world, and I've been here in Chicago for a long time. But I'll keep my ear to the ground for you.
I think their plan was to sail south down the river to Asarius from here.
I see.
So they're probably gone by now, but again, I'm really sorry that I brought them here. I didn't mean for it to happen the way that it did.
Thank you.
I really was just trying to get through to my brother.
I'm sorry that happened.
Me too, but I learned some things and we'll do better next time.
Have you been back to Arizona? Have you spoken to the Sky Sibyl?
Zoph kind of shrinks a little bit at that question. No. Well, I've been to Rasona once when I was younger, but not since really starting to remember things.
I see. I'm sure our den will want you back. They will want to know that you have started to remember. They will be able to fill you in on all of the details. They'll want you.
This may be a stupid question, but like I said, I don't know how all this works really, because my path to this point has been so strange. But they won't be, I don't know, upset that I wasn't there sooner, or that, I don't know.
I don't think so. I think they'll just be happy to hear that you're alive.
That's
as
good
I
to
am.
know. I don't know, I guess I've just been worried that somehow I let them down by not going sooner, but I didn't know to go sooner.
I have not, like I've said, experienced it myself, but from what I understand, when we went through the ceremony, it's a process. Not everyone remembers everything all at once. They just ask us to return once we do remember. I'm sure they will be very glad to have you back.
That's good to know. And yeah, there's like a Zoph looks like something in them has been relieved by learning that. My friends are waiting, but
Yes.
oh dog.
That's the sound from outside.
It's
Bonks.
bonk to the stomach.
It's like, keep your hands off me. I'm diplomatic.
He kind of straightens and he says, listen, if you need lodgings for the night, the Unbroken Tusk Inn, I'm sure you know it, it's in the center of the jumble. If you speak to Agatha and tell her I sent you, she should give you accommodations. It's the least I can do for you, Jelena.
You can call me Zoph.
So,
Alright. Right. Okay, thank you.
I'll send word to my compatriots in Asarius to be on the lookout for the
That's a good idea.
caustic heart.
Oh, I should have thought of that.
Thank you for the information.
I'll let you know if I think of anything else, or
If you think that the High Luminary, ex-High Luminary is involved, this could be a problem.
I agree. Yeah, and Zoph will just give him kind of one more look before going out the door, and we'll just say, I'm sorry I don't remember very much of you, but I think we were friends, so it's nice to meet you again.
That was a long time ago. But I'm glad to see that you're safe. And if I could offer some advice. So, keep your identity close.
Yeah, I wasn't sure I should tell you.
I'm glad you did. But you don't know who you can trust.
Okay. Yeah, I will turn around and leave.
Yeah. So you leave his office and your friends are waiting outside with the soldiers and they escort you out of the Dynasty Outpost building, which is also built like a giant dodecahedron in shape. And yeah, you emerge into the city streets of Chigal. It's about a little late afternoon at this point. What would you like to do?
When I was talking to the Aurora Watch, that's really hard to say. Matt Mercer,
The Aurora Watch.
the Aurora Watch, Captain, he was saying that there's a place we can get lodging, and the watch will cover it. It's in the jumble. Is it the same place that we were staying before? And you said it's the Broken Tusk?
The Unbroken
Tusk. The Unbroken Tusk. It's
The
actually
old building.
I think it, yeah. Before it was repaired.
Yeah.
That wasn't us. We didn't do that.
Yeah,
The other cut.
it's actually where Rhea and I were staying before. So I know the way.
Okay. Well, better that than the forest, I guess.
Guess we're gonna be here for a few days at least.
Yeah. You have nothing else to do
Does the festival start tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Okay.
So you have the rest of the day to relax or have a chat, catch up, or take a walk through the town, whatever you want to do. The day is yours.
I think we should walk through the town, get more familiar with this place, more familiar with the festivities that are coming, if we're actually going to be part of this watch business.
We can do that.
Yeah, did the Tascan said that they were worried about mischief from the orcs and goblins?
I guess.
Am I remembering that right?
Maybe some of the, locals will know what tends to happen during these things.
I think, if I'm understanding it right, the people of this town just get a little overly competitive.
Mm. Yeah, I think I want to go like people watching, see if I can figure out what an orc or a goblin is.
I mean, you've seen them
Yeah.
walking around. Like, this is ramshackle city, and most of the population is orcs and goblins, but there's a smattering of other types of people too, humans and halflings.
So I fit right in.
Yes, yeah, you do. You're in your house, baby.
I know.
The only one who stands out is Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and move you over to the map, just so you can get a good look at.
Do the things I do.
It's off. It's off.
Oh, no.
There we go.
My plan. My technology. Okay. Yeah. Very pixelated.
For some reason.
Look at this. Oh,
There it
we go. Okay.
There we go.
Let me
Took
zoom
roll
out a
20 a
little
minute
bit.
on this laptop.
Oh no, too far. Too far.
The background.
Maybe
I love the background sound.
Oh, just
Yeah.
the city sound. Yeah.
like this. Oh my gosh. Sorry, viewers.
All right.
It's
So yeah, you guys can stroll around if you want to ask me about any of the locations marked. I'm happy to explain kind of what the things are.
So we
Basically-
were there by J6.
You were over by J9 is where the Dynasty Outpost is.
Okay.
J1 is this is where the Unbroken Tusk is right here.
Okay.
This is the temple to the Luxon.
Yeah, I figured that.
was the temple floor.
No, well, you
Still
guys
is.
didn't level it.
Easter didn't cast Shadow.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
So this area in here is the jumble, basically the central area. The jumble,
Not jungle?
not
Okay.
jungle,
It's a
jumble.
jumble out there.
The docks area is known as the meat waters. Mm-hmm. And then there is the
No, they don't like that.
meat waters, and then
It's not me cute.
Oh, wait, like M-E-E-T?
MEAT,
M-E-A-T, yeah.
Okay,
That's what I
So
thought.
it's better than
Wanted.
you thought.
That's right.
the main dock area, down by like J3.
Mhm.
And then we have the wet walks, which is kind of this area kind of over here, around the marshy area. It's the wet walk. So yeah, and as you walk around the town, you can see. Let's see. The Jigao, the jumble area is patchwork, and there's a bunch of different houses, and lots of them are like kind of built on the back of tortoises and just kind of like leaning and up on stilts and stuff. And it's just like there's like all kinds of shops and workshops and amphitheaters and little taverns, shrines, stables, and spaces for gathering. It's very lively. People are just kind of really excited because the festival's coming up. And if you kind of continue just to go on a tour of the town, you can kind of figure out the different events that are going to take place tomorrow. So I can go through them if you want.
Yeah.
So there's going to be 7 different competitions. There is a meat pie eating contest happening at the Unbroken Tusk, which Agatha is very excited to fill you in about.
Heard
And
about that.
so if you may remember her kind of
Preparing for it.
and boasting her meat pie recipes
I've
when
had
you were
one of
staying
those
there.
pies or 2 already.
Yep. And you've seen her kind of getting ready for that. She claims that they're the best pies east of the Ashkeeper Peaks.
It's a big claim.
It is a big claim. And there is a prize for the person who can eat the most pies.
I feel like that's one for Bonks and Angelica.
Prize for the pie.
Prize for the pie. So that's happening in J1.
Do we know what the prize is for the pies?
The prize, well, you have to figure out by joining.
Oh,
Yeah.
They don't have it like displayed or
No,
anything.
no.
A secret prize.
It's a surprise.
Oh, surprise! Surprise!
It's a surprise.
Surprise! Surprise! Oh my god!
So there's
Sorry, I have to.
there's
go there.
Agatha. She's in the slideshow as well for you guys. And then at J2 down in the Meatwater area,
I wondered what this was.
you can kind of see it. There has been a maze constructed.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah.
Yep. So this event is called One Shot Solution. They have constructed a maze. It's technically still part of the jumble. And if you can navigate the maze in one try without coming upon a dead end, you win a prize.
Wow.
Now, when you say dead end, you aren't meaning literally dead.
You'll have to find out.
It is right by the meat lovers.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So then-
one shot.
Down the dock from the maze, they're setting up for an event called the Eiffelon Plunge. Eiffelon Plunge. Eiffelon is the name of the river
Oh,
that's flowing around the settlement.
plunge. Okay.
Yep. Ifolon. Eiffelon Plunge.
Now, is this anything like an isocross plunge, where you jump in the cold water first thing in the morning?
It does have to do with jumping in the water. There is a rusted spear lodged into a weathered piece of a pier some distance offshore. The pier that it is lodged into has long since rotted away. And this is a place for the most talented swimmers in Jigao to test their speed and skill. It's kind of like a swimming race
Oh boy.
situation. So that's happening at J3 on the dock. Then we have over on the other side of town at J4, which is not, is it showing on screen? Not for us, but for our viewers up here. One of the Aurora Watch soldiers stationed in Jigao has challenged anyone and everyone to best her in an arm wrestling contest. She so far is undefeated. It's too bad Tuppence isn't here.
Tuppence would win.
This event is
also
called
undefeated.
We were all thinking.
This event is called Call to Arms. Then we mosey on up this way to the patties, the rice patties. There's an event called the Wet Walks Patty Whack. Members of the Gak, Thash, and Ubaro goblin clans every year time their rice paddy harvests to coincide with the Festival of Merit each year. So it's a rice harvesting competition.
Okay.
Yep. Then down here at J6, in the Wet Walks area, is an event called Herding the Horizon Bats. They need people to relocate this year's brood of young horizon-back tortoises from the Wet Walks to the Jumble.
That's an Angelica event.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, back at J7, one of Jigao's elders is very fond of making up riddles. So he's come up with several new riddles for the festival this year. And those are the events.
Are they spaced such that we can participate in all of them?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yep. Certain events will have like only one member per group can participate. So some of them, multiple people can do it, but some of them, like, you need to pick one representative to do it. But, I will let you know when we zoom in on a single event.
Is there any penalty for participating in as many of them as possible?
Some of them cost money. You have to pay a fee to join. Some of them are like a one-time event. Like the Eiffel Plunge is like a one and done event, and when it's over, it's over. But some of them, like the riddle, like you pay money to guess an answer, and you can guess as many times as you want.
I see. Cool.
I think. That's the double check.
I wonder how many temple Luxon there are. If this is our punishment, let's go punish.
You mean in the world or in town?
Wreak havoc. Yeah, in the world.
We didn't wreak the havoc, though.
I mean, in the world, I
Well, we could.
think
No,
there
we
are
Just
very
dying
few, but
shattered. It doesn't feel like a punishment. It feels like fun.
Well, we could have done this without being at the temple.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to damage property to participate in an event.
Yeah, so you spend the day wandering around, getting food, head back to the inn for a night's rest. Is there anything you want to do or talk about before you go to bed for the evening?
Can I rewind a little bit? I would like to cheat as best as I can at the one-shot solution, and have Riot just kind of like see the thing from above through Riot's eyes.
So the maze is not done being constructed yet,
Oh, okay.
but if you chat with some of the people around overseeing the construction, you learn that you'll definitely be able to do that tomorrow.
Also, along the same timeline, when we're walking around to each area, I would like to just kind of, bump shoulders with a few people and get an idea for, like, if someone's like, I'm gonna win this event. Oh, I'm so good at blah, blah, blah. And, is this like a yearly thing, or is this like, okay, yeah, so I want to hear
It's
this.
an annual thing.
I want to hear any type of details about how every year so-and-so does this and that, and or causes a ruckus, or wins the thing, or this person's undefeated, like the arm wrestling person.
Yeah, the I think most standout person, the one that catches your attention the most as being like someone who's undefeated year after year is the arm wrestler.
Yeah.
Her name is Meryl Bronzefang. And she is, let me pull up my notes on her.
Is she the one that broke the tusk?
it's unbroken.
It's unbroken.
I know, the other
But it
one.
was broken.
The old one. Yeah.
She is an orc. And she's a member of the Aurora Watch, so she's like,
Okay.
and she's there, like, hanging out and shooting the shit. And she's got a couple of, like, lackeys.
I like flackies.
Flunky lackeys.
Flunkies, that's the word I was looking for. She's
No,
got a
flackies is
couple-
perfect. Flunky lackeys, yeah.
She's got a couple of flunkies. Two drow women who are also wearing the chitinous armor of the Aurora Watch. And yeah, she's undefeated. She's boasting about how strong she is, and if you try to challenge her then and there, she's like, save it for tomorrow, bucko, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but
All
you
right.
see, there are a lot of people in town, and a lot of people prepping, and a lot of people that are excited about the event, and so you can definitely tell, I think, just at a glance, who are the competitors who are like more serious about it and more like, this is the year I'm gonna win kind of thing. But I think that Meryl is probably the only one who's like, oh yeah, I win every year. I'm undefeated.
Okay.
I'm a big shot. Kind of thing.
All right.
I want to. If we're at the inn,
Yeah, sure. We can be at the end. Yeah.
I want to talk to a goblin.
Okay.
Just any goblin?
Well, a goblin who seems serious about their chances of success. They're serious.
Right here.
Not a goblin.
Goblinkin. Bugbear is a type
He's
of
mind is blown.
I've been traveling with the
Easter is
goblins
like
this entire
looking.
time.
Is like looking at a regular goblin and looking at bonks and like, no.
But anyways, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Are there any? Am I putting you on the spot too much here?
You're putting me on the spot a little bit. I'm trying to figure out. I don't think that there are... Sure, there's a goblin. Let me pull up fantasy. There are a couple of goblins who are sharing a drink at the bar, and you hear one of them just boasting to the other about the...
It was the rice patty one.
Yeah, I was going to say the patty whack.
Yeah.
Because they are... God damn. I have so many names. So many places. Yeah. Yeah, there are two goblins sitting at the bar, and they're kind of getting into a spirited argument about the patty whack. And, yeah, and one of them's like, well, my team's been practicing for, on long grass outside of the city for the whole year. We're definitely going to win. We can use
we can whack patties.
we can whack patties. No, where's
Halfling
my...
rice is a pretty rare drop when you're just cutting grass, though, so...
I know. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, we can wield a sickle better than anyone in town. And the other one's like, you fool, it's not all about the cutting. You have to be able to bundle and dry it quickly. And I have the most dexterous fingers and jigao. All that kind of like arguing.
Hey.
They look up. What do you want? Can't you see we're having a conversation?
Sounds like you were having an argument.
What's the difference? What's the point?
I don't know. I just wanted in.
Are you going to be participating in the patty whack?
Oh,
Tomorrow?
Probably not. I don't know how to do any of that stuff, but I was curious if you wanted to teach me.
Ha! You fool! The competition is tomorrow. Why would we share our secrets with you?
You fool.
Hey, that's harsh.
Well, I mean, it sounds like it's not just about strategy, and about like kind of like book learning or things that you could tell me. And so you've been practicing a lot. I don't have any practice. What good would it tell me? What good would it do me to learn how to do this without a lot of practice? And it's you, I mean, just like natural inborn fingery talents. I don't have that. So really, I mean, like, what's the harm?
Make a persuasion check.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know why I bother with your ridiculous bonus.
It's 21. I'm not trained in persuasion.
You're not trained in persuasion?
No, my only social skill that I'm trained in is deception.
Oh, deception is the one that you had the crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and intimidation, but not persuasion.
I should actually be playing if you're back at the end. At this one. So one of them is kind of like and goes back to his drink, but the other one's like, the point is in how you bundle the rice. You have to get it all together and tie it really tight. Make sure it won't slip out or fall. You have to be able to dry it to get the best product out of it.
What do? You like blow on it, or do you have like a you sit on it?
No, you fool.
Hey,
Wow, rude.
so hostile.
No, what you have to do is put a little bit of your earwax on it. Slick it, and then it has a little stickiness so the tie doesn't come loose.
Well, that'd be another advantage you have over me. I don't have that much earwax.
But don't tell that.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
Rivalries have
he
been
will
created.
share as many secrets as you want, and they are all ridiculous and probably not going to help very much.
Fair.
So you can talk to him as long as you want.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to do anything?
I did my part.
I mean, Zilf was looking for a moment to talk to everyone, because they haven't really had that
Yeah.
since they reunited. But then Easter went off to talk to
I
goblins.
mean, I can come back. This isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whenever
this
Easter
is like-
comes back.
I get bored
Yeah.
pretty easily.
When you guys go to sleep for the night or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, when everyone gathers, eventually, Zoph will basically just say, look, I don't know how much you've already picked up on, but I think my brother is involved. We know my brother is involved with the caustic heart. Obviously, you know that. But it seemed like the person he's working for, this arch augur, might be an enemy of my past life. So this thing that happened. It's personal on multiple lifetime levels. And I guess I wanted to see how all of you are feeling about that. It seems like she's a really powerful enemy to have, and I feel bad putting that danger on you without you understanding that. I just want to make sure that it's understood, I guess.
Do we know where she is now?
When I was with them, we were headed to Asarius, which is it's where I'm from, it's my hometown. So I think there.
Well, we won't go there. If she sends in more people after you, we'll do what we did to Rhee.
And all of you feel that way?
Sorry, I'm a little distracted.
There is an extremely cute dog in the room.
Well, Zoph, as a scholar, I think that we need to do some more research, and then maybe we'll have a better plan.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think this is an enemy that any of us could face without more information. That's certainly true. But okay, if
We all have family issues. Some of us just have more past to deal with.
I feel kind of bad because I didn't know this was in my past when we became friends, but I'm glad that you feel the way that you do. And I don't know, it just makes me really happy.
You've just gotten so much more interesting on multiple levels.
If you say so. The other thing I wanted to mention was it's feeling more and more like eventually I'll need to go to Rosona, which is the capital of this dynasty. It's north from here, right? No? South? For some reason I thought it was north.
You are the farthest north you can get in Jorhaus right now. You started out in the Graying Wasp.
My idea, my concept of Wildemount geography is just really weird. Okay. Eventually I'll have to go there. Not necessarily anytime soon, but eventually.
How close is that to Asarius?
Past it?
Let me open the map. There's a map on the campaign page, by the way, on D&D Beyond for you guys, for any of you to reference at any time. So, if you follow the Ifalon River south and a little bit to the west, you'll get to Asarius. Meanwhile, Rosona is to the southeast of where you are.
Oh, I see. Okay. So they're quite a ways apart, but yeah, okay. I see. Yeah, I'm looking at the map now.
Mm-hmm. Also, there's a map in the slideshow for the viewers at home.
We're showing the map right now, though.
Of Roll20.
Oh, well, the map of the continent, not the map of the Chico.
We've got Roll20 up though right now. Yeah, it's a little ways away from Asarius, so not the same direction at all.
Okay.
And it's the heart of the dynasty, so if I'm going to be safe from, the caustic heart and this Arch-Augur anywhere. It might be there. I don't know. The other complication is I think this Arch-Augur used to have a high position within the dynasty, a position called the High Luminary. I don't really know what that entails, but it sounds important. And I think I was responsible for ousting her. So
Oh my gosh.
You would know that luminary is the term used, the title for the priests of the Luxon within the Church of the Luxon.
So she was the highest of the
She had a
priests.
pretty high position among the priests of the Luxon.
So you
The
have
highest luminary.
no memory of this person?
I have a memory that I only just remembered the night before we met up again. I kind of passed out and then had this memory flash of confronting her in a temple of the Luxon, I think in Rosona. I was kind of vague with my accusations, but she knew I was pointing them towards her.
Or doing what? Do you know what she was doing that was bad?
One of the highest crimes that could be committed against the faith that that I am a part of. I also threatened her with probably the scariest punishment for those who are in the faith that I am a part of. Exile and execution. She was mad. That's the last bit of that I remember.
I wonder why she would turn and do such a thing. Curious
I don't know, but
why she lost the faith.
whatever the reason, that's the sort of person that is after me, so consider yourselves warned.
Easter just shrugs.
Zoph will try and bring everyone into a hug around the table, just like over the drinks. Try and not spill anything.
I got long enough arms I can take care of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Dex save.
Oh, we really missed you, and I'm glad things worked out the way they did.
I don't know if I told you this before, but I knew that you were coming, and so I never really worried that we wouldn't see each other again.
We were worried.
It was really scary when you just disappeared.
Yeah,
You should.
we were very worried.
We should tell you about what happened to us.
Yeah, what
Oh my
happened to you?
gosh. I don't want to talk about it, Easter. Don't remind me. This is the worst.
We met so many interesting people.
Yeah, we didn't have boats, so we had to take a. Easter uses like heavy finger quotes shortcut
Mm-hmm.
through the Feywild.
Oh. I don't know much about the Feywild.
I don't want to know anything else about the Feywild.
It sounds exciting, though.
Yeah.
In a bad way.
I mean, actually, I guess that's something you and I have in common. That someone extremely powerful is also trying to kidnap me all the time.
Actually, it's in this moment that I realize I haven't asked you about some important changes that I've noticed about you.
Easter's like still wearing the fox mask.
And doesn't she have a tail?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. She has a tail now.
So that was part of your journey?
Oh yeah, my contract got bought out.
Oh,
Sort of. I have a new patron now, but this one's way better.
well, that's good.
She's a lot nicer, and she hates the same people I hate.
That's all you can ask for in a patron, really. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Zoph just kind of looks at everyone and just says, I love you guys. That's all.
Yeah, we're not gonna let anyone else take you away from us.
Yeah, that was the only and last time that'll happen.
That's it. That's all I wanted to talk about.
You spend the evening catching up, telling Zoph all about your adventures in the Feywild.
Oh,
This quarry guy sounds great. I think we would have gotten along.
useless.
Say that.
The No Danger Ranger, too. What a catchy title.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
no
Big
danger,
Bun,
huh?
Big Bun sounds adorable.
Big Bun was okay. Being chased by a castle, that was not okay.
You weren't chased by a castle, just never got any farther away.
It felt like it.
Mm-hmm. Always moving.
That's the Feywild. Eventually, you find your way to sleep. You can all mark a long rest.
Oh, yes.
Finally, after 6 months.
I'm
So-
gonna adjust my
And then
spells.
we're level 5 now? Or?
You are still level 5.
That's right.
You
Okay.
should not have leveled up.
Did not.
To adjust my spells.
The next morning, you convene, eat some breakfast, and then you can already feel the jovial atmosphere even within the tavern.
Are pies being served for breakfast?
No.
No, okay. Saving those for the...
Yep.
That makes sense.
You exit the tavern once you're ready to enter the jungle. Step out onto the tangled roads. Throngs of people, most of them orcs and goblins, are moving through the streets. They're laughing, they're singing, they're running, they're sightseeing. All are enthralled by the raucous sights and sounds of the town's festival of merit. It's begun. As you walk through the streets, you can hear snippets of conversations as people pass by. A goblin mother telling her children not to go near the baby horizon-back tortoises. There's a drow guard in shining insectile armor complaining to his partner that his gauntlet was crushed by a hulking orc while armor wrestling. And there's a pair of young orcs in swimwear hollering as they rush toward the banks of the Eiffelon River. All around you, colorful signs and banners point toward festival booths surrounded by cheering people. On the street alone, you can see the meat pie eating contest is being set up. And on the other side of the road, a banner emblazoned with the words, "Riddles and Rhymes, Unbeatable Riddles." That banner points toward a 3-story temple in the center of the jungle. The town is yours to explore. Where do you want to go first?
I just want to let the record show that Angelica skipped breakfast in preparation.
Well, since
It's
you're
very
here,
unusual for her
Yeah.
because she has a hearty appetite.
Oh, yeah.
if we want to participate in every challenge, we can just go down the list. Because that's the chronological order of these.
I'm a bit overwhelmed. Does anyone have anywhere they want to start?
Skip breakfast and do the meat pies.
Yeah, I mean, we're already here.
Let's do the
We
meat
stayed
pies.
at the inn.
I'm ready.
Okay. I've had these meat pies before. They're very filling.
No problem.
Okay.
Is wild shaping around? You could turn into like a bear or something.
No.
Oh!
Is the contest free to enter?
Okay, let's just get. Alright, so we're starting here.
If it was, I was just going to enter and eat one meat pie.
That's great.
The savory scents of meat, pastry, and spices fill the air around the Unbroken Tusk, which is, to remind everyone listening, a 3-story building mounted on the back of a gigantic tortoise. A cooking stand and a festival stage with the long table are set up at the tortoise's feet, where an orc, which you recognize as Agatha Silverspoon, the proprietor of the Unbroken Tusk. She stands over a massive oven, bustles from the oven to the stage and back, placing delicious-looking hand pies at each seat and stacking more of them on a cooling rack nearby. People are already gathered on the stage, including a scrawny young human with a mop of brown hair and a scruffy beard. As you approach, the orc calls out in a melodic baritone, "Come to sample the best meat pie this side of the wastes. Yes, I sell them for meals up there, but I'm running a pie eating contest down here all day long if you've got an orc-sized stomach. You're welcome to join." A sign tells you that it is 5 silver to enter the contest, but any and all of you can enter. There are, as Agatha is going from counter to counter, slicing and serving pies, prepping pies, serving them. She's just bustling around all day. If you want to enter, she's the one you talk to.
This is unrelated, but I just remembered one other thing I wanted to do during the long rest.
Mm-hmm.
I will attune to Easter's former goggles of object reading.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yep. Noted. Thank you.
Yeah, I've got 5 silver. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm ready to apply myself to these pies.
5
I
silver.
don't think I'll do great, but I'm joining.
So, all right, 5 silver from each of you. Ching,
Buy
ching, ching,
yourself.
ching, ching. Agatha. Great. Thank you. Have a seat. She gestures toward the platform. There are already some people sitting. There is a cocky male drow who's flexing his muscles, pointing to people in the crowd and winking, like working them up. Hey, yeah. Hey. There is a female halfling who's just sitting very still, focusing, kind of smirking to herself. And then the human that you noticed earlier, who's kind of scanning the crowd as if he's looking for someone. There are empty seats next to him.
Why do I feel like this halfling woman is the one to watch?
Angela is
I'm
so
gonna be watching
excited
the
to
pies.
eat the pies that she's forgetting that we're really here to work. Because she's staring down Bonk going, Grant,
Oh, darn.
Grant.
So you have to.
Enter your notes.
Pies are placed in front of you as you sit down. You gotta wait for Agatha's signal to start.
So,
Signal.
Um,
I'm watching you.
is it the number of pies or?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm getting there.
since we are
Um,
technically on duty, can I beforehand have cast detect magic? It's a ritual, so I can just cast it.
yeah.
I have to take 10 minutes to do it, but
You could have done
just
that.
so that
Yeah.
I can have eyes on anything magical in the crowd, just in case.
Sure. Yeah. I feel like. Hold on, let me check something. I think pretty much. Let me check something before I actually answer.
Or up to 10 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes.
Every time we're in a crowd and someone casts that, I always imagine like somebody's got a random eye that will start to glow, and somebody's got a false arm or something like that. Random bits in the crowd.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a smattering of just very low level like trinkets because there's a lot of people around, but nothing that really catches your eye as being something bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this. And we're gonna get
You
ready
have-
to play the...
Hot dog eating contest music.
I have pie eating contest music, which hopefully is close.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I could definitely eat pie with this pizza.
Right? Right, so how this is gonna work is we're gonna be doing con checks for every pie you eat. The DC is going to increase with every pie.
This is not gonna go.
And the person who eats the most pies before failing a check is the winner. I'm going to take notes too. Because I have to keep track of my NPCs as well. And there's all 4 of you, so I'm just going to go in order.
We have to roll initiative.
No, I'm just because you guys are all eating at the same time. It's not a contest to see who can eat them the fastest. It's just to see who can eat
The most.
the most.
Okay.
Okay. So. Do 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 do.
Can we just hear the prize for the pies?
It's a surprise.
I hope the ingredients aren't.
I hope they have plenty of supplies.
All right, so
No flies.
the pies have been dealt. Agatha stands at the side of the table, and she says, "On your mark, get set, pies!" And you all
Bumps in the pie!
and you look over and you see that the drow and the halfling are already digging in, and the human is like got both hands in there and he's going. It's time to eat your fucking pies. Woo! You don't have to roll for your first one. You can eat it, no problem. They are great. Delicious. The meat is seasoned to perfection. The crusts are light and fluffy. Agatha comes by with the second round.
Can I adjust density on every pie I eat to cut it in half?
Yes, you can make your con saves at advantage. Yes. Is there a limit to that, or can you just do it?
That's at will.
Great. Then yeah, you get to make your con checks at advantage.
And I was just checking there's like no components to it either, so it's not obvious.
Wow, you're like looking for cheaters, but you are the cheater.
No, that's great. Do it.
Yeah, like there's no somatic or verbal components or anything.
Oops.
Angelica wants
Gaming
to
dice.
compliment Agatha and say, "I wish I had more time to savor these. They're so delicious."
Okay, everyone make a con check for their second pie if they're going to continue eating.
Two pretty good rolls.
And this is just, just a check.
That's a 20.
Okay. Box.
19.
19. So,
19.
19. Angelica.
7.
7.
7.
Okay, 7. So Bonks, Zoph, and Easter. Second one goes down, you're feeling great. They're delicious still. And you look over and the human and the halfling are having no problem. Angelica and the drow, however.
Oh, concentration.
The drow who was flexing.
The drow who was flexing, however,
He's like,
have to make a con saving throw. So, Angelica, I need you to make that saving throw.
Oh no. Keep it down, Angelica.
Oh, where's this one?
I don't know why I'm rolling that one. We're gonna
Don't let your pie fly, Angelica.
maybe this one. This is more fun.
21.
21. You're fine. You're fine. So, Angelica, you get that first one down and you go to eat the second one and then suddenly you're just like, I am more full than I have ever felt in my entire life. And you sit back and you're like, I'm done. I can't. I can't. So you're out. The drow, however, drow, they are very dark in skin, but you swear to God, you see this drow turn this sickly shade of green, and he gets up and with a hand over his mouth, departs very quickly from the stage as he fails his
Wonderful.
masterfully fails his saving throw. He's just out of here.
Zoph just tries to catch Easter's eye and just like shakes their head.
Agatha comes out with round 3. Let's go, people. Con check.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's a 10 from me.
Hold on a second. We'll go in order.
19 again.
19 again.
19 again.
19 again. And 10.
Yep.
You barely squeaks by on that one. All right.
This is like the anime, like,
You guys got through
contact,
3.
like, I'm watching you.
You guys got through 3, no problem. Easter, it's a little bit. You're starting
Beginning
to
to
feel it.
realize I'm a very short human.
Yes. They're still delicious,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of meat.
Mhm.
And those crusts are they expand in your stomach. Agatha comes out with round 4.
Oh, is
Did
it
our-
still in?
Huh?
Did our competitors stay
Yes.
in as well?
Yes. Everyone's still in. No one's having any problems.
Hmm.
Easter's like starting to feel it a little bit, but here we go. Round 4.
Okay, I'm out.
15.
You're good?
17.
Wow.
Heck.
I'm
Easter?
rolling at advantage.
6.
Okay.
I'm not
I need a
rolling
con save from Easter.
it. Okay.
Oh gosh.
7.
So, this round finishes, and Bonks and Zope, you're like, I can keep doing this all day. These are amazing. No problem. You see the halfling kind of take a second and just kind of sit back in her chair, and she's like, I'm done. And Bonks, next to you, the
No.
human, and he just kind of like gets up and wobbles for a second and kind of sits on the
Okay.
stage, just like head between his knees. Easter, you are poisoned
Okay.
for an hour
Oh no!
as you are incredibly queasy. Whether or not you decide to
So be
release some of the pressure, that's up to you.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Well, you're out.
Oh, I'm out.
You're out. You can no longer participate.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
you are now, because you failed the saving throw,
Okay.
incredibly queasy,
Mhm.
and you have the poison condition for an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Round 5.
Just us two now.
Just the two of you. Everyone. Yeah. My characters are.
Rival. Oh man.
Oh, that's a bad roll. Advantage. Okay.
18.
12.
So
Yeah.
make your con save.
Oh!
So what has happened here is I have to stop concentrating on the density of 1 when it hits my stomach, right? Because I gotta switch to the next one.
Oh.
My stomach has expanded quite so much.
I love it.
But I'm gonna pass this con save with a 19.
Yeah, you got it. So you're fine, but you're just like, oh, I understand now why this was a bad idea. Oh no. And
Second
Bonk
place.
is the winner of the contest. So Agatha comes over to you, Bonks, and she grabs your arm and she holds it in the air and she says, "We have a winner,
My
pie!"
other hand, I grab another pack.
So she, after a very raucous round of applause from the crowd, she hands you a little medal as your prize. Hold on, where did my notes go? It's a little medal shaped like a meat pie.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's called the Medal of the Meat Pie, and I'm gonna send you this
Okay.
somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do that because I'm not connected to Discord right now,
That's okay. We can send it to you later.
but I'll send it to you later. But basically,
Is that an item in D&D Beyond that I can just add?
I think so. It's you may be able to add it if you search for it. It's
Oh.
or you could but it's basically a magical item.
I see that.
Oh, did you find it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I won't tell you what it does. But it's got one use from it, and it's slightly warm to the touch when she hands it to you, as if it's fresh from the oven, and it smells faintly of baked pie crust. But it basically has a one-use magical property to
I
it.
like this.
And she'll explain to you basically, like you compress the metal to your mouth, it'll give you a little bit of extra
That'd be
health, 10 HP.
beautiful.
But once that property is used, then it becomes inert and can't be used again. So that is the end of the pie eating contest, and you all are extremely full.
Why did we do that one first?
I'm so glad we did that one first.
I think you like come out of the inn and you see a very queasy looking Easter, just like
And I'll like slap her on the back.
And,
That was good, wasn't it?
and like Riot is looking at something on the ground.
Oh no!
Pretty nasty.
Yes.
Yeah, I smack Easter on the back. That was a delicious.
Yeah, Zoe like
I'm rolling a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
No.
DC 15.
I got a 9.
Yep.
Yeah, there's more of it now on the ground.
Yep.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, sir.
Zof looks away.
Okay, let it out.
One of
Plenty
the
more.
tavern workers brings you like a glass of water.
I think either like mostly just like dabs a little bit of cloth in it and like wipes her
With their
mouth.
face. Yep. Yep.
I wish it was closer to lunchtime when we did that because I think I would have done a better job. But oh well, it was
You
the
just go
first
again later.
booth we came across.
Unfortunately, you cannot compete again until you finish a long rest. You feel like you cannot eat for the rest of the day.
Okay. Alright,
That's
that's
not
good.
surprising.
That's efficient.
You're just so full.
It's not surprising.
Was it Goodberry meat pie? Is that why?
No, it was just
Just meat pie?
Good
mystery
time.
meat pie. It's incredibly good though.
Mystery.
Well, you don't know what the meat was.
Meat lovers.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
Meat water pie?
Oh shoot!
Alright, what's the next one?
Alright, so
Should we do a little bit of our job? Should we look around and see if there's any mischief afoot? I'll look around and see if there's any mischief.
sure,
I'll
make
come
a
with you.
perception check.
And Bonks is helping.
Yep, advantage.
Yeah, I can help you.
Okay. 16.
16. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people in very high spirits and a lot of like spirited discussions about competition and like, I'm gonna win, you'll see, blah blah blah. I'm gonna, no, you're not. Blah, 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 blah. A lot of arguments, but so far everything seems peaceful, chaotic but peaceful.
Is anyone talking about Bonks' performance just now?
The pie guy?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, a lot of people that were like, oh yeah.
Shaking hands with people?
How many did you get before you won? I mean, you could have kept going if you
Six?
wanted.
I had,
Yeah, you
I
had
ate
5.
one while she was congratulating me. So
You
it
had,
was
oh, so 6. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
So, oh,
So we got room for more.
Were they like hand-sized pies?
they were hand pies.
Like eating 3
My
pizzas.
strategy was not a great one.
At least you had a strategy.
It worked at first, but I regret it now.
I like this idea of Easter just calling Riot because she
Yeah.
just doesn't feel good. She's like, Riot. Yeah. So as you're kind of keeping an eye on things, you do hear announcements that the one-shot solution, the maze is up and running. Come take your shot. Don't be caught at a dead end.
One is to do it. I don't know if it's a good idea.
Festivities are happening all day, so you could take.
Do a different one first. And then
Well,
go back
you
and
could
feel
also,
better.
yeah, you could also take an hour and.
Oh, I have an antitoxin. Do you want that?
I'll just walk it off. Thanks, Emma.
It would make you feel better.
But it wouldn't taste like
Would you want it to right now?
they were good pies.
Oh,
Even the
that's
second
fair.
Not so good the second time.
No.
We could. Surely there's like some mead or wine cellars. We could mix it with that.
Oh,
Puppy.
how about a couple more special tea?
Boy.
Need to make a wild magic specialty chart.
Oh, I'm sure she has just the right thing to settle the tummy.
If you're brewing tea, I'll hand you the antitoxin.
Wink, wink, good idea.
Just like with animals, you put it in their food so that they don't know they're consuming it.
Yeah, you can do that easily enough.
On a
Advantage
passive
check.
perception, it's so bad.
Well, and you'd be at disadvantage
Yeah.
anyway because of the poison.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, it
your
doesn't actually
tea.
cure poison. It just gives you advantage against poison.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Mm,
Maybe I should
useful.
check.
sure.
You have to apply antitoxin.
Okay,
That was
because I
the
have one
strategy.
too.
Yeah, that would have been the strategy. But
Yeah.
But it would have only saved you after you had gotten poisoned.
Torch yourself.
Yeah, it's fine. You can brew some tea and try to, walk off the effects or whatever. Some of the other events, I think, let me take another look at the list of events, but I think the only thing that is starting at a set time is the Eiffelon Plunge and the Horizon Back one.
Oh, Box, you don't want to swim on a full stomach. It's bad.
I was thinking that was a good idea to work off some of the,
Those are the only ones that are starting at a set time. So if you want to just go and do them out of
Other
order,
stuff
you
first.
can, I think it's probably fine. Like if you wanted to go do the arm wrestling thing, that's happening all day.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, slideshow.
so which one do you think would inspire the most hot heads? Which competition? The arm wrestling?
Arm wrestling, maybe? Yeah. Well, I can help whoever does that one, too.
I'll do it.
Prepare to have your density adjusted.
I'm prepared. But will that give me?
Yeah, I think the arm wrestling is going to be contentious, and I heard some really heated arguments going on last time about the paddywhack.
The paddywhack,
I'm
really?
sure that one's really competitive.
I mean, I heard what I heard. I was doing recon. I was getting intel.
That's good, Easter.
I was kind of interested in the paddywhack.
You want some tips? I guess some hot tips.
Sure. Let's hear some tips. I don't know if I have ears. In the
Not
sense
like
that,
little ear holes.
in the sense that you have ears.
Angela, you can probably turn into something with lots of earwax.
Yeah, gross.
Ew.
What kind of creature would have a lot of earwax?
Tell us, Angelica.
What kind of creature would like that?
An elk.
Yeah, or I was thinking more like a bat wouldn't. They have big ears, but
A rabbit.
a dire wolf.
Anyway.
While you guys are recovering
Uh-huh.
after the meat pie eating contest, still chatting about where to go, the human actually approaches you, Easter. Probably, yeah. Trying to retcon. I'm not retconning. He approaches the group of you, and he seems to be vastly recovered, but still kind of looking about as queasy as Easter.
And he comes up to us, I'll say, good competition, I'll slap him on the back.
Yeah, he kind of just grins and
Secret stuff.
he grins and he kind of bears it. He says, "That was impressive. Good job out there. I like a good contest like that. I must say I'm a little embarrassed. Usually I do a lot better with that kind of thing. My name's Irvin, by the way.
Hey,
Hi.
I'm Easter.
Yeah? Where are y'all from?
Around
Here,
various
there.
places.
Hi.
Asarius, personally.
Azarius. Me too.
What? Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Insight check.
Small world.
Do it. Do it.
Also, insight check.
Okay, that's a 13. And what I want insight on is not, is he actually from Asarius, but like, is this guy here to get?
Paddywhack information?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Is this an assassin?
Did you roll two?
Yeah, I got a 15.
What are you looking for?
I was kind of on the same line as Easter. Is he coming here with like honest intentions, or is he like looking for paddywhack secrets?
Earwax.
Earwax
Don't tell him.
secrets.
Don't tell
Earwax
him,
secrets. So
Way up the paddywhack.
Knickknacks. That's it.
he seems to be just a friendly person.
Okay.
Me too seemed surprised, like, and like, oh yeah, we're from the same city, that's awesome kind of reaction. You get the feeling, Easter, that if he were here for nefarious purposes, he probably wouldn't be so quick to admit that he's from Asarius.
Sure.
Bonks, there's a little bit, like, he's honest in his friendliness and interest, but you can tell he's kind of putting on a little bit of a front.
Yeah, something like that. Classic guy from Asarius.
Like maybe he's
Boasting a little bit.
promoting himself a little
Yeah,
bit,
okay.
or just like, that's great. That's
Well,
great.
what brings you all the way up here, though?
Oh, you know, I had a little bit of the wanderlust, as you call it. I've been all around. Lived in Asarius a long time. It's a great place. It's a great place. Met some people, you know. Decided to hang out for a bit. This festival's great.
Is this guy one of the only other humans I've seen here?
I mean, I wouldn't say the only other ones. There's a smattering of them. Humans are
Okay.
a lot rarer, but yeah, you guys aren't like the only humans in the city.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's great. You guys in town long?
We had meant to leave town, but we got delayed, and so here we are for the festival. Just trying to enjoy it.
Yeah, heard about the games and couldn't stay away.
Yeah, me neither. You seem like my kind of people. It's great.
Well, we're already teams, so back off.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to intrude on her team. Of course not. Why would I do that? Just trying to make some friends.
What was your name again, by the way?
Irvin.
Irvin.
Yeah.
Zoph.
So, good to meet you.
Bonks, Angelica, Easter.
Good to meet you.
Right.
To see you around the festival. Are you going to the, notes? Where are you, notes?
No, we're not going there.
You going to the notes? Where are my notes?
The one-stop shop?
Into the unknown.
The closing ceremony tonight at sunset.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah? Yeah?
So,
Yeah? Look for me there. Maybe we can enjoy the ceremony together. Be fun.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
Good job. That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Shakes your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Or he holds a hand out to shake your
Yeah,
hand.
I'll take
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Enjoy the festival, guy.
See ya! He just walks off,
Was he-
whistling to himself.
Was he flirting with all of us as a group?
Yes.
No, I can always tell people. Are
Okay.
Got a lot of green
Deception
cheese on
check.
that guy, though.
Yeah, real cheesy.
Call your fucking bluff.
Not 20.
No way.
The DM knows.
Yeah, believe Easter, yeah. Maybe he wasn't.
Okay, I misread that.
Yeah.
What did you have?
Oh.
We were talking about cream cheese.
What?
That's right, we were talking about cream cheese.
Yeah.
I missed what you said.
Zoe said, was he flirting with all of us at once? And Easter said, no, I can always tell someone's flirting with me.
And then Nick rolled a natural.
And I
20
said,
deception.
roll a deception check. I know you. I see
Yeah.
what you're doing. And he rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, that's the cream cheese conversation for me.
Oh boy. All right. Oh. So he just kind of wanders off, gets lost in the crowd.
Irvin.
Urban.
Irvin.
IRVAN.
Rhivaan.
On.
Rhivaan.
Urban. No, I doubt everything. Continue. Where's your
Where
next?
should we go to next? Easter, you were eyeing the maze?
You feel
Yeah.
better?
Am I feeling better, or do you need to walk us off?
I mean, do you plan to kill an hour here?
Your tummy a little bit.
Your poison condition lasts for an hour, so if you
Yeah.
want to kill an hour here until you're feeling better, you can do that.
I think I want to go watch people try the patty whack and like look for mischief up there before I try the thing. But I don't want to hold the rest of it back.
How many people can... I guess we'll have to go and find out. How many people
The patty whack requires a team of 2. So you could all
I feel like-
participate in 2 teams of 2.
Oh, that's true.
I don't
Or-
want to participate. I just want to look out for ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah, we can go up there and just look and then come back later and actually do it.
But I mean, I'm just saying we can't be 2 teams of 2 because Easter's not going to do it.
Right.
But
I
if
feel like
one
all
team of 2,
in the entire day, or just while you're sick.
I don't know. You're really not an athlete.
Neither is Zoe.
It's true, but you tricks.
I got tricks.
Yeah.
I got tricks too, but this is not the event that I can use.
You won't know until you try.
Yeah.
I'll just blast, pull some patty wax, give some rice to you.
Yeah. I don't know. At least for now, I kind of just want to watch the people that I saw last night.
Yeah.
Who were very heated about this.
You can spend a little bit of time in
Yeah.
guard duty.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You make your way toward the rice paddies.
J5.
J5. Yeah. It's on the eastern edge of the jungle. The docks are on the eastern edge. The docks rise upward from the river to run alongside wooden shacks built on stilts, casting crooked shadows over the wetlands below. Some areas of the wetlands have been cordoned off to recreate rice paddies, which are now ready for harvest. Blue and green banners wave over one end of the docks, where 2 elderly goblin farmers preside over the contest. You know how it goes, one hollers out in a reedy voice. First team to harvest the rice from their section wins. People are forming teams. Looks like it hasn't quite started yet.
So Easter, you know all about this event. What? It's a 2-person event. I got that
Right.
much. What sort of roles do these 2 people have to take?
One of them is going to be the whacker, and that's going to be the one who's like really getting the rice out of the ground,
Okay.
really just like piling them as much as they can. And then the other one is going to be the preparer, I
Handler?
guess.
Is it like a thresher?
Yeah.
The roles are called cutter and gather.
Sure. I learned that.
Mhm.
And the other one's the gatherer. Their role is, kind of follow close behind the cutter and gather everything up and bundle it into sheaves, dry it, prepare it so it looks all nice, ready to go.
I don't know which of us would be good at any of those.
So for reference, the cutter needs to make athletics checks. The gatherer will make sleight of hand checks.
Very bad at this.
I feel like I could do the cutting roll quite well.
Oh, that's one sliding.
Yeah, same.
Do you have an animal form that has good of either of those?
I feel
I
like
guess
they're
the
not going to
rules-
let an animal.
Oh, would they let us fail it? In other words, could I get him to jump on my sleight of hand checks?
Oh, you mean
with Riot helping me prepare?
Yeah.
Oh.
As long as you're the one doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it could be a gatherer. I do know that Riot or Easter starts reading around in here. I do know the tricks.
There's also no entry fee, so if you guys want to form 2 teams and participate that way, there's no penalty for losing because you're not paying to enter. You just play for free.
Well, I can be a cutter.
You got athletics?
I mean, other than bonks, none of us here do. So,
I'm on Boston's team.
Ouch. Andrew's just gonna sit this one out and watch.
oh, okay. Yeah, I can sit it out and watch with you.
Watch the crowd.
All right. Yeah, we'll watch. We'll watch you participate.
So assuming that he's feeling better now.
Yeah.
then yeah, we'll go for it.
Okay. Let me see.
So I could adjust.
We can do this one real quick.
Now?
Yeah, I mean, I can just keep doing it.
Sure.
The thing is, I'm not sure if it will be super useful here. Because while you will get advantage on strength checks and saving throws, your speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Does this require speed?
No.
Okay,
Then do it.
so your density adjusted.
So the rules are you require a team of 2 to participate, no entry fee. Each team is responsible for a 20-foot long, 5-foot wide strip of patty. Each team has a cutter and a gatherer. And once you join, the 2 goblin, elderly goblins,
Goblin grandpas?
the goblin grandpas, who are managing the event, their names are Beetle and Zag. They,
Is that short for Zaggery?
I don't know.
I hope so.
Probably not. His name is just Zag. Zag will provide the cutter with a sickle. Beetle will direct each team to the patty so they'll tell you, like, wait for our signal and then you can just go ham. And Beetle goes and takes his spot. At the end of each minute, you'll have to make some checks. The gatherer can't proceed until the cutter has cleared a 5-foot square section of patty. That's how it goes. And you've got 20 feet long, 5 feet, so that's 4 sections of patty. The first one to clear their strip
Sure.
wins.
I would look at Zig and Zag.
That would have been good.
All right, so there are 2 other teams participating. There is one comprised of an imposing female orc and her rambunctious son. The other team is a pair of drow siblings who wear broad-brimmed straw hats, and they are bickering the entire time you're standing there waiting to get started. Once you're all outfitted with sickles and ready to go, Beetle gets up on a crate, says,
I look at Easter really smugly. We got this.
Easter's still digging around in her ear.
and Beetle sticks his fingers in his mouth and whistles.
Bye!
Pie! No. No.
Fox yells, bye! He starts going at it.
Yeah. So, and the championship begins. Let me switch the music over to the music for this championship.
Spinning in circles with a 2-handed weapon is a good strategy.
Yeah, I've already attached this to diplomacy, and I'm about to start whirlwinding the ice patty.
All right. So, the first minute ends, and I need you, Bonks, to make that athletics check.
Okay.
Why am I using these?
Oh no. Try again. Natural 20 plus 7. 27.
Okay. So you're able to successfully, Bonks, you're able to successfully clear the 5-foot square section of patty right away. Gatherer team, sleight of hand check.
Okay. I got Riot helping me.
Yep.
This is great music for right pattying.
Right?
It's not the natural 20.
Oh,
Wow.
Dungeons and Dragons show!
For
Wow.
21.
Yeah.
All right, then yeah, you're able to spend a minute gathering and bundling the rice, no problem.
It's dominating right now.
The second minute comes, and the cutter gets to make another check.
Pretty good. Okay, it's 24.
Okay. Oops.
Cleaving through this rice.
All right, Easter can make her check.
It's 17.
Looks like her supply of earwax is holding strong.
17. All right, that's a success. You guys are leaving the other 2 teams in the dust as you're just well-oiled machine. End of 3rd minute. Well, that was, yeah, very bad. All right, so this is Trying to figure out what I'm doing. Go ahead and make your athletics check, Bonks.
Okay, I'm going to do 18.
18. Yes. Trying to figure out what I'm doing with the other groups.
It's really high. She has to check it.
Yep.
Uh-oh, I'm just like, my brain was in 3 places. I was like, yeah.
Yes.
It's absurd.
Yeah, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Oh, nice. No problem. Yeah, you are absolutely
good
leaving the
at
other
games.
group in the dust.
Got this.
All right, boss.
Okay. Natural 20.
Annihilation, right? Oh my god.
I'm gonna nudge Agatha and say,
What's
how much for your recipe?
so? Can I glance over at the judges right now and see what their reactions are to all the teams right now?
You are so far ahead that you can't even see the other teams anymore beyond the like stalks of rice because they're just way
The
back
judges
there.
are they like?
You've absolutely left them in the dust. They are just still like they've
Yeah.
barely made it 5 feet, and they're just and the judges are just
Should hire these people.
yeah.
Yeah, so if I can imagine us watching, and this one area is just.
You're like
Yeah.
a lawnmower.
Go ahead and make your sleight of hand check,
beaver,
Easter.
cartoon beaver noise. Wood chips flying. Basically.
This is for the bacon. This is the last one.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Well, the high one was an 18 and the low one was an 18. So
So yeah, you bundle the last strip of rice, and the whistle blows, and everybody stops what they're doing, and you two are declared the winners.
Yeah, Zoph just turns to Angelica and says, "Yesterday I was kidnapped, and today we're doing this. Life is an adventure."
Exactly why I left home!
So you each are awarded with a prize. It's a copper medal engraved with a sheaf of rice hung on a necklace woven of reeds. This is an item called Medal of the Wetlands.
Okay.
So you have to collect one of each.
I'm absolutely gonna collect those.
It has 1 use. And when you use an action to trace around the edge of the medal, difficult terrain doesn't cost you any extra movement for 1 hour.
That's cool.
Once it's been used, it's inert.
I'm gonna use all the metals at once as well. If you combine all the metals, is there a super metal?
You'll have to find out.
Difficult terrain eraser.
The Medal of Chico.
Basically, yeah. All right, so that competition, at least your part in it, has ended.
Bonks gives Easter a strong high five.
Yeah. And
she
you can
gives Ryan a
see,
big old.
yeah, after the competition, you guys are all congratulating each other, and you see, among the audience members, Irvin's there. He's
Of course
just
he
like
is.
waving and applauding, and that's it. He doesn't approach you or anything, but he's just.
So actually, Pascal.
Are you sure, Easter?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
He's just hanging out, relaxing under the shade of a tree. And catches your eye. That's it. That's it.
These
So with the
shady men.
conclusion of this,
Weren't y'all watching for?
Yeah, we were watching for
Wrong
trouble.
yeah, okay, yeah, make perception checks individually or one person with advantage.
I'll help you.
Oh, I was just gonna suggest the same thing.
Your perception will be better than mine, guaranteed.
Oh yeah, I'm +7. Oh, I needed it. 15.
We had
Oh,
a
with
bit.
advantage.
The 15
So
stand?
15 stand.
I mean, people are enjoying the competition, and there's a lot of rowdiness in the audience from people, but it seems pretty peaceful over here. I mean, just whacking the patties.
Patty whacking.
Mhm.
Oh, I also wanted to know if those grandpas, if they went rolling home.
No. No, this is their field, and they seem extremely pleased, and they mentioned to the two of you, if you want to come back and compete again later in the day, please do. We need all the help we can get here. And as you can see, the competition is lacking.
Yeah, I don't want to make anyone else look sick.
I kind of do.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll see.
Yeah, so we'll end the episode at the end of that little piece of competition, because it's time, and we will pick up there. You guys can think about which ones you want to tackle next and who you want to participate in what have you. So thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the very beginning of Call of the Netherdeep. And
It feels like Call of the Netherdeep.
Call of the Netherdeep, we're in it. And yeah, we'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Have a good one. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Hey, good night.
Bye! Bye!
Shut your pie hole!